Hello and welcome to the Dominion League Championship for Season 67.
The Season 67 A-tier championship finale.
Yes,
Welcome,
sure.
everyone. Oh, you have to...
Yeah.
Oh, indeed.
Oh, indeed. Fircoal and JNails, who we commentated their match earlier this season.
We did. And
And-
we already had a feeling that this might have been
Yeah.
a precursor.
And Fircoal took that match 5-1, and as a consequence, is in a very strong position heading into this match, needing only to win 1.5 games to secure their first league championship. Meanwhile, JNails will need 5 wins in 6 games to secure his first championship. So we either way will have a new Dominion League champion this season, which is very exciting.
Very exciting. And I think this is not the first time that JNails has been in a championship match, but it's the first time for Fircoal.
Yeah, I'll be honest, I don't remember JNails being in the championship, but he mentioned having been in the championship multiple times, and I believe that he probably didn't make that up, so.
Well, let me just check it.
I...
You can talk about the kingdom.
Okay. So, yeah, we got our first board. Looks kind of Dark Ages heavy. We've got Cultist, Grave Robber, Vagrant, and also, I don't know, Bishop and Necromancer and Werewolf. I guess Nocturne kinds. Oh my god, I can't talk. Nocturne cards kind of give Dark Ages vibes sometimes, including Werewolf, Necromancer, and then Bishop is Prosperity, but it's still trashing and it looks, I don't know, it's just the art maybe. Anyway, so yeah, Cultist board with Bishop trashing, but then also Necromancer. So that's interesting, right? Because you can Necromancer trash ruins with Zombie Apprentice. You can only do it once per turn, so Cultist can still like outpace that early. But it's still questionable, like whether you want to be giving your opponent, like focusing that hard on giving your opponent those ruins. On the other hand, if you Necromancer trash a Cultist, you draw a ton of cards. So that's also something to consider.
All right, so sorry to interrupt. This is the third time for JNails in the championship. The first time was 20 seasons ago, where VR Smith took it away, and then the second one was season 55, where JNails lost championship match against Kazumari.
Interesting. All right. So meanwhile, aside from Cultist, there's also Clerk for attacking. Usually Clerk is a good open. There's some Sifting from Dungeon, which I think looks pretty nice here. Plus actions are pretty limited. You've got Landing Party, and unfortunately you can't play Landing Party from the trash, so even if you got some into the trash with Necromancer, there wouldn't be a way to play them with Necromancer. So the Landing Party is a bit awkward for plus actions because there's not like really any tricks to get it back. You just kind of got to do it. Landing Party Reap.
Dungeon Clerk.
Oh, yeah, that would work. Huh. Okay. I mean, that's as somebody mentioned, there's no plus buy except for Ruined Markets, so the
Oh, and it's gone.
Yeah. Yeah, but the Reap thing is interesting as a way to get Landing Party back. So the players are playing pretty fast. I feel like that was what happened the last time they played as well.
Yeah, I agree. So no one went with Clark, but that's because someone had a 5-2, I assume?
Silver Cultist, yeah, yeah.
Silver Necromancer, interesting.
Yeah,
I mean Necromancer, sure.
Opening Necromancer. I mean, you can use it to trash a bit, so that's something, but you know, Vagrant actually not a bad pickup here. JNails took Slay on 2 last turn, but I was looking at, like, you know, Vagrant does draw ruins, so would not be a bad pickup there, but alright, we get our first Landing Party up. There's also like Necromancer Grave Robber, so you can do some interesting stuff there. You can like Necromancer, trash a card, get it back. You can put a card into the trash, play it with Necromancer, and then get it back. You can Grave Rob the zombies into your deck. We'll see whether anybody... I mean, this is not the kind of board where it's going to be very easy to play with Grave Robber is the thing. So like that, you know, that may not come into play, but it is interesting to note.
What's the Grave Robber thing? Isn't there like a money, like a... Can you just take any action card?
No, it has to be a card from the trash costing 3 to 6, or a trash an action card to gain a card costing up to 3 more than it. So
but that means you can't get the zombies, right?
Yeah, the zombies cost 3.
Oh, they do. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I'm upset at no clerks gained.
It is a little surprising. I mean, for Fircoal, I think, you know, you start with the cultists, and if you just keep hitting, you know, if you don't hit 4, I mean, I wouldn't take clerk over cultist, especially because once you have the cultist in your deck, it's a lot more likely that you draw the clerk dead. Fircoal hit cultist turn 1, save turn 2, which is great. You know, opening makes sense. Cultist turn 3. So turn 4 they could have, but save dungeon, I don't know, that seems like probably better anyway.
JNails not going for cultist here.
I guess it is worth noting you can also save your clerk, and then you know that you're going to be able to play it non-terminally the next turn. So it could still see play in Fircoal's deck.
Slight pause here. I guess Vagrant makes a lot of sense for JNails.
Yeah. So the issue right now is that Fircoal has given JNails a lot of runes, and yes, Necromancer will deal with them, but it can not trash more than 1 per turn.
Yep, very slowly.
Yeah.
And I mean, is on his way to gain all the runes, basically.
Yeah, there's a good chance that Fircoal will give out all but one of the rest of the runes this turn.
Okay.
If we wanted to activate a Leprechaun, those ruined villages would come in handy.
The Leprechaun that's not on the board?
Yeah. Just like I'm trying to think of, like, it's like you got those ruined villages, they're in there, you can play them, but in what circumstance would you actually care?
So if you were in JNails' position and your opponent opens cultist, how would you counter that?
I mean, getting the necromancers, getting dungeons, like those both seem like good things. You could think about getting a bishop, because you figure that you're going to get more, like, normally bishop trashing, right, is like helping your opponent more than it's helping you, but you do get the points and you offset, like, somewhat by virtue of the fact that you're trashing worse cards than your opponent would be.
Are we gonna see a reap here?
Quite possibly. Fircoal is going to want more coins in their deck at some point, probably.
This could be a point, right? You get the landing party back.
Yeah. I mean, I could also just see wanting to save and then pick up something else. Although, I mean, that'll come with an undo if so, because you would save copper, not a state. But Grave Robber. Okay, so that kind of suggests to me like a fast provincing approach from Fircoal. Like, you Grave Rob the cultists into provinces, and you draw a bunch of cards, and you can buy something.
Well, so they have definitely
Although in this case,
slammed JNails with the ruins here.
Yeah. Just sniping zombie apprentice out of the trash with the grave robber. That's a good idea. Yeah. I wasn't even thinking about that, but that's really clever. That will make it extremely difficult for JNails to do things. What is even the response to that from JNails' perspective? Like, oh, they didn't do it though. Well, maybe that wasn't their plan. I think that was a good plan.
We would have preferred to see that, maybe.
Yeah, there's only 2 ruins in the trash right now. Like JNails still has 8 ruins.
Yeah.
That's a lot of ruins.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. Fircoal taking gold over province there, so still looking to ramp economy rather than just go straight for provinces. I am surprised.
Well, you couldn't reap gold at that point.
Would you really be nervous to rush provinces knowing that your opponent has 8 ruins in their deck and the only way that they're going to be able to trash them is with Bishop? Or Grave Robber? I don't think I'd be worried about that.
Could reap here.
Yeah,
if you want those landing parties
you
back,
might want to save. Yeah, because the thing is, like, with the save, you get to like, now you still have access to your like being able to play your grave robber again this turn, and you also like draw a bit better. Also, like, top decking the landing parties at the start of your turn isn't necessarily what you want, right? Like, you want to top. It's better if you can top deck them at the end of the turn.
If you have a landing party in hand.
Yeah, but they wouldn't because they didn't have any landing parties left, right?
They did.
They bought one, but like they didn't, right? Or did they have an extra one?
Didn't they?
Oh, they did have an extra one. Okay. So yeah, I guess. Well, but you can't.
You can't guarantee.
You couldn't save and reap, so like it wouldn't have been in hand.
Anyway, surely they have time to gain another grave robber, isn't that?
Fircoal?
Yeah.
Well, they could. I wouldn't necessarily expect playing with multiple grave robbers, but maybe.
Just to make up for the missing plus buy.
I'm not sure. What do you mean? Like, if you mean just like in the sense of having more gains? Okay. Okay, now surely you just take that zombie apprentice out of the trash. I mean, you could take a cultist.
Could take a run market.
Well, you could take a cultist because you want to draw with it, but no. Yeah, I think this is. I think this is the. Oh, look at that! You even have zombie apprentice cultist to start your turn with, and then you can grave rob the cultist back.
I mean, this seems to work out fine for JNails.
I mean, yes and no. Like, you still have the no access to the zombie apprentice.
Oh, sure. I meant the reap. The reap part of this. The reap landing party.
Yeah, JNails had a dungeon in play. That makes a big difference. And maybe Fircoal has had a dungeon in play consistently enough. I don't.
But I think so.
Yeah, dungeon would do the trick. JNails can hit colony here.
Do we think he should?
That's a good question. I mean, I think it's gonna be hard for JNails to win, kind of regardless.
Yeah. Should he have saved that Village.
It would rather save copper or silver. Gonna reap again.
Mm-hmm. Is that a ruin market on top?
That's what chat seems to think. Oh, never mind.
No, it wasn't.
Grave robber. Yeah, possibly JNails does not still have a ruined market, but it's fine.
Wait,
I mean,
aren't
they're
there
in the trash.
2 ruined markets in trash?
Yeah.
Oh, but that leaves 1, yeah.
Yep, 2 in the trash. So yeah, JNails can still have plus buy if he wants it.
Wait, when did Fircoal gain that platinum?
Bought it a couple turns ago, I think.
What is happening?
That is a good question. Why isn't Fircoal playing the Zombie Apprentice to increase hand size by 4? It was just last turn that, yeah, Fircoal gained it onto the deck. Yeah, that's... I don't know. It's more than 4, isn't it? It's... Oh, I guess it's 4 net. Yeah.
Fircoal goes by they them pronouns.
Yeah. Yeah. I liked trashing the cultist and then gaining it back at the end of the turn with Grave Robber.
Mm-hmm. Ah, there's the 3rd ruin market.
Gain Zombie Mason onto the draw pile. That's surprising.
Or not.
Take a Vagrant here, maybe? Want another dungeon? I think you want another. We actually play all these landing parties here. Like, you might want to keep some around if you don't think you need them. If you're not planning a Grave Robber or Cultist this turn, you might as well play the Cultist first because you got all your Cultists.
Mm-hmm. Grave rob that cultist.
Yeah. This time we're taking a province. Save platinum by colony.
Nice.
Yeah. So what even is left in the trash at this point? A cultist, zombie spy, zombie mason, and slay.
And then a lot of plus buy and
yeah, the ruins.
Mm-hmm. All of the plus buy.
I really do think at this point that like it's worth considering getting a bishop as JNails. Like, how much value is would Fircoal get out of the trashing at this point? And it's not like the game is that close to ending to where the bishop doesn't have time to pay off. At least in terms of points.
I don't know with that. Well, okay, as long as Fircoal doesn't have a necromancer, they can make use of the plus buy.
Yeah. Even if they had plus the could do the plus buy, it's terminal, like, and you don't have a lot of terminal space to work with in general.
That's true.
I mean, at best, you have terminal space to work with every other turn, and but then like you're sacrificing a lot to do that. And, yeah.
So what are we thinking?
Aku's talking about trying to reap, which does make some sense. JNails just gains a gold. Oh, clever. Not enough to reap though. Top decking the cultist and then masoning it to draw 3 cards, but unfortunately 2 ruin libraries in there.
It's just still 6 runes in your deck. Oh no, not 6 anymore. 5?
You could buy
That's a lot. Too many.
I mean, you go ahead and just buy another landing party, I guess, and save, but you're really running out of time here. Like, honestly, I do kind of want a bishop.
Save Ruin Village for actions? Or save
for
Ruin
actions?
Library? Well, if you don't reap, you don't get your landing party back.
Oh, we hadn't finished the masoning. I forgot about that. Okay.
Hmm.
I'm actually surprised that JNails didn't just take landing party off of that one, but I guess wanted to attack rather than...
Oh wait, save doesn't play the card.
No.
Delay, that's delay.
Yeah, delay.
Okay.
I was thinking
to me they're the same, except one costs 1 and the other costs 2.
No.
Oh no, delay is 0, right?
Delay is 0.
Yeah.
I was thinking that you would want to save the landing party, but yeah. Fircoal certainly can get another colony here.
It's true.
That's the goal.
Could also just get a dungeon.
I mean, you can... Oh, discards the Grave Robber. Interesting. I was expecting to Grave Rob the Cultist back onto the deck. Wait, what? Why Province over Colony?
We're envious. We didn't hit...
Oh, colony. Envious. Okay, well then that's all the more reason in my mind to not green that, not worry necessarily about greening that turn and just take the cultist back, but whatever.
Yeah, it's definitely curious that Fircoal never got a Necromancer.
Yeah.
It's not gonna cost them the win or anything, just to accelerated things.
For sure. Alright, what happened? Okay, so JNails did get the reap off. Wait, where are all the landing parties? Oh, they're here. Right. That's this turn.
I'm having a hard time seeing JNails still in.
Yeah, I agree. Because it's still a single colony like board fundamentally. Like, yeah, technically there's plus buy, but like your terminal ruin market and you're gonna hit like multiple colonies to catch up. Like, I don't really see that happening. Yes, well, I agree on the bishop, but JNails hasn't gotten a bishop. Well, even when JNails gets a bishop, then I'll reconsider my stance. I want to see
basically, JNails needs to hit 7 every turn if he wants to have a turn, and then could potentially
look at it that way. Yeah,
get plus buy from trash and plus gains from Grave Robber.
Yeah, I mean, in theory, if you have all these landing parties and you can play them, and then you can play the ruin market, you get the plus buy, you get the reap, you get the gold, you top deck the landing parties again. Like, in theory, you could make that all work, but it's just gonna take time to get to that point. Like, quite a bit of time to get to that point.
Yeah.
I think right here is I think we want to play this Necromancer as Ruin Market.
I agree. And then you reap. Okay, and
Reap
you would go bishop.
By reap bishop.
Mm.
Yeah, and save something.
Honestly, as Fircoal, I would just try and empty dungeons. I don't think JNails can get.
Fircoal hasn't put themselves in a position where they can work on dungeons very fast, though.
Well, that's fair, but if they got
Necromancer would potentially let them do that because you can Mason stuff. The Grave Robber can do it. The Grave Robber can gain dungeons.
Yeah, so with Grave Robber you can basically get 2 dungeons a turn.
Alright. It looks like Fircoal is gonna go for
which is faster than taking another 5 turns gaining province.
Yeah, Fircoal goes for province over colony to make it faster to just empty. So, if Fircoal stays with that line, it's a 5-turn clock for JNails. If Fircoal pivots, it's potentially a shorter clock, but one where Fircoal isn't necessarily gaining points. It's much less than 5 turns.
How?
Well, if Fircoal can line up Grave Robber Cultist. I mean,
but like you're running out of cultists. You trashed one.
There's 2.
You have 2 cultists left.
I think Fircoal may only have 1 cult. Did JNails ever gain a cultist? Yeah, there's a
never got a cultist.
Well, JNails just did gain a cultist, but then
from trash.
Retrashed it. But I thought Fircoal had trashed cultist twice, but maybe Fircoal regained a cultist at some point with Grave Robber. I didn't think they had, but I guess they must have because JNails doesn't have the other one.
JNails has never bought and gained a
right.
cultist.
There were 3 cultists in Fircoal's deck, and now one of them is in the trash. So the Fircoal must have 2 left, but I don't remember Fircoal gaining a cultist back, and I thought I remembered Fircoal trashing 2 cultists. Like one was into like a gold, and the other was into a province. But whatever. Wait, JNails didn't get a bishop. I didn't even realize that.
No.
JNails bought Grave Robber. Huh.
Well.
This game would... I wonder how this game would be playing out if JNails had been the one to grab the zombie apprentice out of the trash. I mean, surely you've got to get a bishop now, right? Like, that's got to be your primary scoring method, doesn't it? I mean, if Fircoal's provincing and you're buying colonies, you would eventually catch up, but I don't know about in time. You're down by 4 colonies right now, and you're only going to catch up by less than half a colony per turn if you're just gaining colonies, so... Bishop is probably too slow to catch up. I mean, you can play with multiple bishops. I don't necessarily think so. If you reap every turn, you get all those landing parties back, you can play several bishops.
Yeah, you run out of targets.
It takes a while before that's an issue, though.
Well, you run out of targets if you still want to be able to afford reap. And that's like still 2 or 3 points per turn. If you're 40 points behind, I'm not sure.
It's more than 2 or 3 points per turn, right? Like, just bishoping the 1 gold is by itself is 4 points per turn.
Yeah, but you have to make sure that you can still hit price points.
Yeah, but you potentially only need to buy reap at that point, right? You could play with I mean, you have a lot of cruft here that you could trash. You could play with 3 or 4 bishops. It would take a little while to get to the point where you have them all, but I don't know. That seems better than going for colonies anyway. Clerk as well. Yeah, you could start incorporating clerk. That's also true. Wait, can't JNails get a third buy here too? So you could take multiple, or do you have the money for it? 8,
No, if you want to reap
16. That's enough for
for 2 bishops.
Reap, save, bishop, bishop. Yeah. Double bishop. Come on, let's go. Yes.
Here we are.
Yes. All right.
Because you asked nicely. Well, let's see. Honestly, as Fircoal, I would just get vagrants. Like 2 vagrants every turn.
Well, right here, you could, I mean, you can grab cultist to province and you might draw into another province buy.
No, just to end it.
Well, but
Fircoal is limited to 2 gains.
Yeah, at best.
At best.
Save Zombie Apprentice and buy what?
Friends, Grave Robber, Cultist.
Dungeon. Why Dungeon over Vagrant? I guess Dungeon... Is Dungeon a better card in the deck? I guess it probably is. Another Grave Robber. Grave Robber makes sense.
Yep. Especially when you run out of Grave Robber targets.
Yeah, well, because you can always Grave Robber the Grave Robber, and if it collides with Cultist, you double your chance to collide the one of them with a Cultist. All right, let's see what JNails can do now. Good job, Vagrant. Macening the bishop isn't exactly a bad thing, because then you can play Necromancer as bishop too. Although maybe you need to keep playing Necromancer as Ruin Market. But then again, I guess you can always Mason the bishop into another bishop or Necromancer. Anyway, he didn't do that. We're just gonna get the cultist. Yeah, that makes sense. Get that draw. Yeah, that's not what you wanted.
No, the mason is in your hand.
Taking another gold. Yeah, in the long run I see that, but in the short term, I don't think you want gold. You have enough gold that you can trash.
All right. Here we go.
Interesting. Fircoal choosing to trash copper. I don't think I would have in that situation.
Why not?
As Fircoal? You need your money. Like whether you're buying provinces or you like I don't know. Like I feel like you're not about the long term as Fircoal, you're about the short term. Like if you miss province by 1 or something because of that, like that's really painful. You're tripling next turn.
If you hit
how
Grave Robbers.
How are you tripling with you're even if you top deck all of your landing parties, you don't have another 5 to turn into a province. Like you can play the 2 Grave Robbers don't have 2 other 5s to target.
Guess we'll see.
I mean, if you found a Grave Robber this turn, then you could get a card back to Grave Robber, except then you won't be able to play all your landing parties, and so you won't be able to play both of your Grave Robbers. So I don't see that.
I think there are 2 cultists in the trash right now. They don't have 2 cultists, they only have 1 left.
Yeah. JNails could steal them too.
It's true.
Yeah. I don't know if he should, but
well, not both of them, but 1.
Yeah. I don't actually think that's what he should be doing. I don't think that's like a concern.
We're really going into the copper trash now.
Yeah, I don't believe in copper trash. Alright, so what are you doing now as JNails?
Well, we're pretty low down on money now if we want to keep on reaping.
Yeah. I mean, but JNails I think is probably content to just buy reap this turn. What is it? The grave is the grave robber trashing ruined library is a bit risky. I don't. You could gain something. Gain a cultist or the zombie spy. I don't know. Daniels is going to be able to save a gold here and still reap, which is nice. This is turning out to maybe be the best reap board of all time.
Yeah. Definitely a very thinky kingdom right at the start of the match.
Yes. And I mean, every game is critical for JNails.
Yep. So
okay, takes the cultist. Get gold, buy reap. And see what the werewolves do. Ooh!
Nice hit.
That is a nice hit. Better than miserable. Well, not entirely, because getting the province off the deck is pretty nice for Fircoal, but still.
Alright. On to the next turn. For Dumbat, this will be like a square for JNails and like a very flat rectangle for Fircoal.
Yeah, for sure. Bishop the cultist, nice.
Maybe thinking about masoning, but that probably...
Yeah, well, I'm gonna want to... Doesn't want to mason the bishop, presumably.
But probably also doesn't want to mason... Oh, okay, never mind.
Yeah, that was not what I was expecting. I was kind of expecting JNails to try to get to the point where... Oh, putting a horse in the trash for the necromancers. Nice. I was kind of expecting JNails to try to get to the point where you could like trash one of the ruins with the mason, but Vagrant isn't going to set that up, of course, but... I do still kind of feel like JNails needs another bishop.
So your vision is to just never buy anything else and reap? And
well, no, I mean, like this turn I would
through.
ideally like to buy like reap bishop, save reap bishop. But I would not, as JNails, I certainly wouldn't buy like VP until it was right up against the end of the game.
Yeah, right. You don't.
I mean, I guess if you had enough for colony reap, I guess that would be fine, right?
But yeah,
that's it's not. That's probably not how you want to be. Even if you could get enough money for that, it's probably not what you want to be spending your turn like optimizing for. If that makes sense. What happened to the other werewolf? Did it get played?
Get played.
Oh, there it is. Yeah. Double reap. Interesting. Does help you hit reap the next turn.
That's true.
What can this necromancer do? guess Slay is probably the thing to take.
Well, now the question is more: do you play Grave Robber or do you play Necromancer?
I think Necromancer. Or to gain another cultist. That's reasonable too. Yeah, have 2 cultists top decked. Yeah, it is good. I could get behind Slay. I could get behind grabbing another cultist. In response to JNails isn't buying VP, I maintain that if JNails can hit Reap Colony, I think that's a reasonable buy. I think like Fircoal is not trying to empty on colonies.
Yeah, just make sure you don't touch provinces.
Colony also bishops for a lot of points. Yeah, do not touch provinces unless it's going to end the game in a win.
I maintain that Fircoal should have just filed vagrants.
Had Fircoal gone for that instead of provinces, where would they be right now? How many vagrants do you think would be left?
I mean, Fircoal needs 3 turns to empty vagrants. If they get to grave rob something every turn.
Yeah, but they wouldn't, realistically. Not just because Dungeon was lower. Yeah, it's true that at one point Dungeon was lower, but I mean, whether it's Dungeon or Vagrant.
Anyway, what happened? We played the Slay.
Yeah, took the horses.
That makes sense. And here's the double reap.
Oh
no, that's safe.
Nope,
Save,
nope.
Reap.
And got another bishop.
Bishop.
I did want another bishop. See, look, this is ugly. I don't know. And PMT was talking about tripling, but no.
What's in the
This is where cultist horse.
Gain a horse.
Yeah, gaining a horse. It snipes it from JNails, which is nice. Gain a cultist and a horse.
I like that.
You're still like, this turn was really ugly. Drew a ton of junk. I mean,
cool.
Oh, interesting.
Fascinating. Take that big rent. Come on.
Saving by Vagrant. Dungeon. I mean, Dungeon is a better card. I don't know if you're ever gonna like hit 2 and be like, oh dang it, I wish I'd tried to empty Vagrants, but. Alright. Here we go again.
Yeah, that zombie apprentice sure would have been something.
Yeah. No, I think now that JNails has gone for the bishops, I think JNails is a very good shot to win this game. We go cultist. The same cultist that got trashed twice in the turn. I find that very amusing. The same cultist got trashed by both bishops. I find that amusing. Fircoal will trash the cultist at 3rd bishop. Yeah, that would make sense.
Isn't there a bishop in the trash?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
All right.
But JNails has 3 bishops in the deck.
Yeah. So Fircoal has to wait.
Right. Horse to Necromancer, and then Necromancer as horse. There are a lot of fun tricks here. Chess jokes.
There we go. No comment.
So, do you trash gold here as JNails? Like, do you go for more points or do you go for cleaning up your deck?
I go for points.
I think I'd go for cleaning up my deck. Like like as JNails, you're still not in reach of taking a points lead. I want to get that ruined library out of here. It's a bad card. Plus, maybe the money is useful. Let's you hit 12, so you can do like reap, save, necromancer, maybe. I'd also consider a clerk. Ruin library worse than copper? Yes, I think so. Your JNails is very action constrained. Despite playing 6 landing parties every turn.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's true, but odds are it won't.
Well, there's still necromancers, right?
Oh, no. Maybe JNails has played all the necromancers?
Uh-oh, is there a necron trash?
No. Oh, there's just one that he hasn't seen yet.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not that big of a deal. You just play bishop, play slay, get your horses, you buy save and reap.
Uh-oh, here it comes, Fircoal. No, it doesn't? We're waiting for JNails. Fircoal denied.
Huh. That's surprising.
It is. Huh.
Ooh, bad omens.
Mm-hmm.
That guarantees Fircoal a province.
It's true.
Yeah, good omens. Yeah. I mean, that in retrospect, that makes the decision not to trash the cultists look better. Wait,
Ooh.
what?
Oh,
What?
because of no. Hmm?
They're deluded.
That's strange.
I am so confused by that. And Duchy? What does Duchy do? Duchy does nothing. Like, you should either be buying a province or buying a dungeon, right?
Yeah.
Oh, right, deluded.
Oh,
you
yeah,
can't buy a
yeah,
dungeon.
you
Okay,
can-
fine.
yeah,
So play the cultist and buy a province. I don't understand. Yeah, I don't know. This.
Well, wanted to discard landing parties.
Yeah, but I think this is, that turn was such a waste. I think this is looking over. How many horses are in the trash now? A bunch. Yeah, the match. It's like lose the battle to win the war.
I mean, in a way, that is what they're doing here, right? Like, JNails has so
Whether-
much more to
Whether intentionally or
click
not.
and
Yeah.
think. Yeah.
Yeah.
We see what you're doing, Fircoal. Maybe.
I doubt it's like emotionally draining, but like thinking still
concentration
it still burns
definitely.
calories or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, I imagine JNails is having a blast right now.
Oh, I agree.
I would
agree.
be in
Probably
his
feels
position.
very vindicated. So, we were saying Colony Reap?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, what else do you want to buy, really? Emptying Necromancer this turn. How?
Yeah.
What was that? A trash to
Trashing
dungeon? Okay,
dungeon.
well, that's whatever.
All
Well, now
right.
Fircoal's got a turn.
Uh-huh.
Can go double province, but now we're at the point where, like, maybe
Save dungeon.
I guess JNails probably is too far behind to be able to get enough bishop points to win on double province, but oh, I wouldn't save. Well, I guess you could save the dungeon. I don't know. I want to play the dungeon. Maybe save the zombie apprentice. Oh yeah, gold. Yeah, or yeah, you're 1 coin short of saving platinum, sadly. But yeah, save gold looks good.
Well, if you go for province over colony, you could save the play.
No, you need 8 to hit the province.
Yeah.
So you only have 8 non. Oh, wait. No, I miscounted. There were 10 coins.
Yeah.
I'm confused. When did that happen? Oh, the dungeon got played. Okay, before the dungeon got played.
Sure.
That was the situation. But then why didn't Fircoal save the platinum?
I don't know.
Oh, they did go for colony. Okay.
They wanted the colony. I would have.
Yeah, that seems optimistic to me to go for colony there.
Yeah.
I would
because
go
like that way
province.
you are very likely to hit province again.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, I would have for sure gone for province and save platinum. Yeah, you force JNails to try to reach for enough points, and he probably do it, but like there's at least a chance that he can't. Whereas now, with you potentially having 3 turns that you need, like because Fircoal no longer has any cultists, I believe. So like, I don't think Fircoal has the ability to double province anymore. Yep, 2 cultists.
Yep.
Oh no, wait, that was never mind. That was maybe Fircoal does have a cultist.
Very
oh no, Fircoal did play a cultist. Okay, it is technically possible for Fircoal to double province.
Difficult to keep track of here.
Yeah.
Okay, so JNails just keeps on keeping on.
I am surprised that JNails hasn't trashed more gold. I know that he's been doing the like trash cultist, like top deck it, trash it again, like whatever, and that does draw cards. But at some point, like there's gonna be so much gold in his deck, right? It's gonna be like it's keeps getting harder to draw through it. If you're playing 2 bishops per turn to trash the same cultist, then you're not like thinning your deck and you're adding golds to it. So the third bishop potentially like keeps you steady state, but
if you hit Reap Colony that way, I'm not.
Yeah,
mad.
true. I mean, that is, but you
like
still
here you have Reap Colony in hand. I'm not mad.
It wouldn't be worth it to do that though if you ended up dudding, which maybe isn't realistically possible because you're going to have 6 landing parties at the top plus a dungeon to make sure that you see them. But
oh, isn't this? Oh no. I was like, so you can triple province here.
Well,
but that's not enough points.
In response to what Johns is saying, calling over province makes sense there. If JNails can win by emptying provinces that way, then Fircoal is like has no shot really anyway. Like it's just GG.
Well, Fircoal would be at 58 points now, and there would be 2 provinces.
Right.
So JNails would have had,
which would get to 55.
Okay.
And then you buy.
Yeah, that's probably
like,
trivial.
Or then you if you can also bishop for another 4 points, which is a gold, but you do need to, if you're going to hit double province, you maybe need that gold. So like I don't know, but either way, it's like I feel like if you can't lower provinces and win as Fircoal, like how are you even winning? So
you don't need plus buy for triple province. You grave robber.
Yeah.
So you have triple province, and then bishop something, bishop slay, whatever. So it's in hand. I agree with Cave. It's very cool to
bishop the werewolf worth more points.
Sure. It's very cool to see different strategies employed.
Yeah. I don't think the early greening was incorrect. I think that Fircoal just didn't pursue the path correctly. I agree with the comments that like getting a Necromancer into the deck would have been really valuable. I think, you know, choosing, like focusing on either piling or getting points. But
all right, so this was almost an hour.
Yeah, huge win for JNails though.
First game for JNails, very important. Win. I mean, JNails just needs a lot of wins here.
Yes. Yes, but like starting out that game, Fircoal had a 5-2.
Yeah.
And gave JNails 10 ruins and denied Zombie Apprentice. For JNails to pull that out,
very impressive.
Impressive, and just like a huge win for for the chances of like actually mounting what is going to be quite the comeback to be able to take the championship here. So off to a good start for JNails.
Props to JNails for maintaining focus and being patient and stuff. Anyway, okay. We have a kind emperor. Could you right click on that capitalism for me, please? Thank you. Well,
Capitalized Mountain Shrine's pretty nice.
True.
And on this board, which has very limited plus actions, I actually think that's quite irrelevant.
For a minute.
Fircoal's still very favored. Yes,
1 hour in.
Fircoal needs to win 1.5 out of 5 games compared to JNails needing to win 4 out of 5 games. So yes, Fircoal is still very favored. Also, that was JNails' start. So even though Fircoal had the better opening, it was JNails' player 1. So still very much an uphill battle here.
All right, so ooh, that's sad for JNails, I guess.
JNails not opening with Mountain Shrine.
Oh, I guess that's a choice.
Yeah. I mean, I guess I get it. Because you want to take Cemetery, and JNails happens to find 2 estates with Carpenter, which is really nice. Yeah, no, I think it does make sense to do that. I just hadn't looked at the board enough to spot it.
Because they just click on stuff before we're ready.
Go, go, go.
Which I guess, you don't want to have every game take an hour. At least I don't have that kind of time today.
If this match takes 6 hours, it will be a problem.
Even when it takes 4.
Yeah. You are playing Mountain Shrine. Yeah, that does seem cool.
Are we gonna see it?
So JNails here hesitating, but I feel like this is a pretty easy Mountain Shrine pickup. I'm not really sure what
I agree.
What the other consideration is here. Like you could, I guess you could consider.
Tracer upset about the cemetery.
Why?
No. Surely you're not considering capitalism.
No. The capitalism does nothing for JNails right now.
Surely you're not considering another cemetery.
That wouldn't make sense either.
So why don't you just click on that mountain shrine?
I'm trying to figure out what else there could be that you would want, like Band of Misfits?
I don't know.
I don't know why you would want that. Mapmaker, because you can react to cemetery gains? Like, I guess, but I don't know. I'm not sure that I want Mapmaker in my deck at all here, because you can play it non-terminally, but you can also play Mountain Shrine non-terminally. Mountain Shrine makes money. It just seems better.
Kind Emperor is the one where you get an action card, or is it the one where you
gain it to your hand at the start of your turn or when it's activated?
Great Leader is the one where you get plus action.
Yeah, Great Leader is champion without attack immunity. Yeah, the only real downside to the all capitalism plan is that you can't like it's hard to play with Carpenter. But I don't think that's that big of a deal.
Maybe JNails got disconnected or something. Ooh! Here we are.
Yes, figurine is worse. Mountain Shrine, that's accurate. Just get all the mountain shrines on this board.
Ooh.
What? I am so confused.
The audience does not agree.
Figurine says +5, but so does Tiara, so who cares about figurine? You have to discard an action. Like, what do you... I mean, maybe JNails just wants to be really thin. I don't know.
Apparently.
I don't know. I think I'm taking Tiara here as Fircoal. Yeah, I kind of, yeah, what MPMT said. Take Tiara capitalism here, and then
win.
you're kind of off to the races. I think that looks really nice.
I wonder what JNails' plan is.
I am very curious. Sacrifice. Okay, I guess.
Could
Map
be.
maker. Okay, so JNails is going for that. I find that really odd. It just seems so much easier, like, to play with the capitalism stuff.
Oh, do you not want to ghost?
Nah. Not at the cost of not playing one of the mountain shrines. Just take another mountain shrine? Map maker.
Just to get all the capitalism cards in your hand.
I don't... Yeah, I'm with John's. Map maker makes no sense.
Ghost. Ghost, ghost, ghost.
Oh. Okay. Sure, you can do this.
Yay!
I still don't actually think this is that good.
I'm rooting for the person that has the ghost. I'm just voting on vibes. Oh, by the way, last kingdom, I think 3 horses, 2 ships. This here is 1. I don't know if the figurine counts.
Why would it not count? That's
it's
clearly
not
a
real
horse.
horse.
It's a horse.
But then does map maker count for ships because we're on a ship?
Capitalism counts for ships.
Yeah, sure. But map maker is on a ship.
It does look that way. Yeah, that counts.
All right. Glad we figured that out. Always important to keep count of the ships versus the horses.
Yeah, very important things that we're focusing on here.
Yay.
So yeah, I remain confused about all of this. I could just build the capitalism deck. It seems so much better.
Yeah. Yeah, it is interesting that no tiaras have been gained, but maybe that changes.
Wait, why are we
the kind emperors?
Why are we still waiting for JNails? Fircoal has a map maker to react with. Sorry, what? What were you saying? But
maybe Fircoal declined because they want to sacrifice the map maker.
Why? Why? I don't understand. Oh, what? That's weird. I don't. Okay,
that took
understand.
A very long time.
Yeah,
that was a client side.
That was weird.
Well, hello.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if JNails is going to do what he's doing, then you might as well play with map makers as Fircoal. I guess. I don't know. I'm still not convinced, to be honest. Like, it's just making it non-terminal draw that you can get from Mountain Shrine anyway.
That's so many makers.
And I guess Mountain Shrine is more expensive, so that's one thing.
That's so many map makers.
It's, yeah. What? Okay, is Fircoal going for a ghost here? That's why we have this third unplayed mapmaker. Oh, had to gain the had to gain right.
Whee!
This is would have been nice to not gain one of those actions so that you could ghost it. But I guess you can just ghost a mountain shrine or something.
You want another mountain shrine here?
I want all the mountain shrines. And then I also want tiaras that I can play on mountain shrine. But
guess you have to get that mountain shrine first.
well, yeah, I mean, it doesn't make
If you
sense to
want to
ghost a
have something
tiara.
for
So
a
yeah,
ghost.
yeah. The carpenter can gain tiara, and if you have a ghosted mountain shrine, you're pretty likely to see it. Oh, okay. I guess you can gain 2 tiaras this way though, so maybe that's better. Anyway,
Well, only if JNails doesn't empty a pile here.
true.
Which
That would be pretty
is-
funny, actually.
It would be funny.
I mean, to be fair, if JNails is emptying a pile, it's probably a cemetery, and then Fircoal's going to be able to react with all these map makers anyway. So they'll have something that they are up for remodeling.
That's true. I mean, it's hard to remodel a debt costing card. What happens then? Anyway, do you just like you just don't get anything? You just trash it?
And get another one.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
You can get
Mountain Shrine does not cost more than 2 more than Mountain Shrine. Yes, you can trash Mountain Shrine into Mountain Shrine. You could also do like I guess there are.
Oh, I forgot about the Emperor. Ooh. Is it a win? It's not enough gains, right?
Well, you can carpenter a map maker, and then you carpenter. Oh yeah, how do you?
It's not enough gains / actions. How does it win? Chance.
Oh right. I forgot about that. Yeah, you can get your other carpenter into hand, and now you can gain map maker, gain carpenter, and buy cemetery or whatever.
Wow.
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 But yeah, I agree with the
very nice. Very nice.
I agree with the chat that like that Fircoal played into JNails' thing there. So but JNails off to a good start.
Yeah. And making up in time. That was only 10 minutes. I'm just focusing on the important.
I mean, I still don't think that was like the strongest strategy on the board. But...
No, but the score is 2-2-0. JNails is leading 2-0.
Yep. All right. So
Slay returns. Growth is the one where you get a cheaper
growth with Haggler is quite something.
Pretty wild. All right. Triumphal Arch, we have Kitsune and Swamp Hack as our resident witches.
This board is gross. Why is it gross?
Draw and villages. We have plus gains and plus buy. Plus buy is a little.
Yeah, it's weak plus buy.
Yeah.
This Kitsune.
Kitsune.
This board has steward. It's fine.
Yeah,
Calm
there's
down,
trashing.
y'all.
It's all good. No Kitsune hating here.
It's fine.
All right, what do we open? Steward Silver?
I guess so, yeah. It's a little awkward, like, but I mean, you could open double steward, I guess.
Big three pile energy for sure with Growth and Haggler. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I think double steward's actually pretty nice. Like if I have the opportunity to hit 5 using the steward as coins, I'm okay with that. If they collide, I wasn't going to get anything good anyway. If they don't collide, then if I get to trash twice and like the trashes are good, that's good. Um if I
Yeah, we definitely want to get all the capital cities.
yes, Capital
Sorry.
City is a critical card here. I mean, Kitsune can also work as a village, so maybe not like the most absolute critical. And you do have draw from Smithy, and Slay, and I guess Faithful Steward.
So never mind.
But the point is, yeah, no, Capital City is really nice.
Yeah. Well.
I think curses will run first.
Mm-hmm.
So JNails does go for the silver. But Fircoal goes for the double steward.
All right. Love it.
Yeah, this is a sad hand for JNails, for sure. It's a really sad hand because like you already have 1 silver.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you can take another steward here, I guess, but like you don't want a smithy right now. You take another silver. You're not excited about it.
Mirror ruins. Mirror survivors.
Slay is fine. Yeah, Slay's all right. My question is Fircoal, do you trash or do you take a Kitsune?
Kitsune. Yeah.
I think I would, yeah.
Not trash, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Yes.
Like, if there was an estate in hand, I'd feel differently, but as it is. Oh, yeah, okay, somebody mentioned like the Faithful Hound thing with Capital City. That is true. It's not actually that strong.
Nice. All right. Fircoal agrees.
So JNails does just go with silver.
Could get another steward here.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, that's what's happening. Do you take?
I think you take a Slay.
Yeah, Slay is. I mean, Slay is solid. You can do some stuff with it.
It's fine. The terminal space is not going to be a problem until you have trash more.
Fircoal has a village, like, already, so. Boy, JNails is really struggling here.
Mm-hmm.
Goes with the Faithful Hound.
So here I wouldn't buy anything.
Oh, and so does Fircoal. I'm probably to be planning to get that Capital City. I don't know. I don't actually think the Capital City synergy thing is all that impressive.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. I am surprised by the choice to draw there rather than trash.
It's because you want to mirror ruins. It's very important.
Alright, JNails choosing not to trash to hit 5 again here. Another Capital City.
Is not believing in Kitsune so far.
Yeah, no cursing coming out from JNails yet. Interesting. Not what I expected. Alright, well, Really do discard here.
I would think so.
And then draw.
Mm-hmm.
Worry not, everyone. My desktop audio is not on. So it will not be in the video. So, which is to say,
like everyone has to watch the video.
no, it means if they do mute for themselves, then they won't hear. You know, that is sufficient. Like, it's not like it's gonna get messed up.
Yeah, but I mean, they are more worried about their experience right now.
But they can do what
Mm.
Proham said and mute.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so interesting. JNails decided not to discard with the capital city and just play the Faithful Hound. Don't really understand that. And then ended up hitting 4 for a smithy after trashing. Yeah, pretty surprising to me there.
Mm-hmm.
This feels like, not necessarily for that reason, but this does feel like Fircoal's game to lose to me at this point.
Mm-hmm. Did I ever tell you how... I'm sorry, I'm still with the unmuted people in chat. When I first joined Discord because of the leak and stuff, I also... This is not the moment. Okay, I'll save it.
That was a weird order, wasn't it? Like, why not play Kitsune first to get the
I paid perfect
coins?
attention to this while I was talking.
But, like...
What did you want them to do?
Play Kitsune first, get the coins, and then use the coins for capital city draw, rather than discarding coppers into the shuffle.
Mm-hmm.
That seems just like basically strictly worse.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I want to Haggler too.
Okay, well, we can mirror something now.
Haggler.
Getting 2 Hagglers seems like kind of a lot. Yeah,
No,
well, that's what they're gonna do. Okay.
We're going there,
okay.
baby.
This was gonna be a bad turn no matter what, I guess.
It's okay though. So, can JNails get to mirroring a 5?
Yes, if he chooses not to trash, which I don't think I would.
Trash, get another capacity. Ooh.
What?
That's strange. Did we think that was a copper there?
I mean, I mean, to be fair, you don't want 2 curses on top of your deck, but
yeah, that's fair.
I don't know. It's all just kind of looking ugly for JNails right now. I mean,
Get a capacity, get a Kitsune.
One of the 2. Sticks with the capital city, okay. Huh, I was expecting Fircoal to trash there. Maybe Fircoal has enough drawdown here that's not necessary. I don't know.
Could be.
I guess then they'll get to trash once, if not twice, this turn. More net draw now with Hagglers. I mean, potentially. It's not a given, right? Like, you... Like, for instance, this first capital city, you've either got to play Kitsune first, or... Well, I guess you can play... Okay, but yeah, now you've either got to play Kitsune
Action
first,
curse, Haggler, Cap City, it's on. We're good, we're good. Here you go.
Yeah, but I mean, if you hadn't had both Cap City and Kitsune, then potentially. So it's not like, I mean, there's definitely some synergy there, but it's definitely not guaranteed.
Do you trash here, or do you go for another mirror?
You only have 7. Oh well, if you play the Steward for coins, I would trash.
No, we don't.
I do not really believe that.
What are we gonna get off of that? Smithies? 500 smithies? Stewards? Faithful Hounds? Slays? What are those 4 cards that we're gonna get?
Haggler only gains cards if you bought them. So if it's not going to interact with the mirror gain, just the first gain.
Okay. So only 2 additional cards.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's meager.
Faithful Hound over Smithy. Yeah, I kind of agree. I want Smithy more than I want Faithful Hound. Mirror Gold, gain many death cards to end. Yeah, that's not really going to work because Mirror can only gain action cards. Oh no, wait. I see what Lemon's saying. He's saying you buy Mirror a bunch of times, and then you buy Gold, and Growth and Haggler both trigger the thing, and then Mirror does gain copies of the action card. Yeah, that does work.
So like Mirror Province, gain Gold off Haggler, trigger Growth, something like that?
Yeah, potentially.
I mean, not that you need the province necessarily.
Tune can also lower Hound. Yep, it's true. So capital cities did run before curses. I blame the fact that JNails never got a cursor.
I mean, he is known to strongly dislike attacks.
True.
Pacifist. John's still holding out hope.
Well, yeah, I mean, I think if you're not, I'm basically with John says, like, if you're not winning the game, like, then you want to reduce your chances of dudding.
There was a trash.
All right, so now Growth is active.
Growth is active, so just gain a province, gain a gold, get a bazillion cards.
Yeah,
All right.
Well, just a couple, but still. What you could do if you wanted to is you could gain, like, golds with the Haggler, which would then trigger Growth to gain cheaper cards. But I'm assuming this gold was gained from Growth and that Fircoal doesn't actually want 2 more golds. Oh?
Does gold
maybe never mind.
From Growth? No, for Growth.
Well, no, I'm saying... Oh, sorry. Yeah, you have to gain... Yeah, if you're buying Province, you have to gain the gold off of Haggler to trigger the Growth thing. Yeah.
Alright, so 2 golds, 2 golds, Kitsune, Smithy.
This, Capital City thing, I mean, it is a good card. You do want them, but at the same time, by itself, not actually draw.
Yeah, Tracer makes a good point here about using Kitsune to get a silver to get an Arbalest when you have plus buy.
Yeah. I mean, like, I wouldn't... you know, obviously, if you can find a win as Fircoal, great. But I wouldn't, like, break my brain over it. Like you can totally just like win over the next 2 or 3 turns.
Growth Haggler stuff, yeah.
Get more points, lower piles, like build up your triumphal arch, whatever, and then like, you know, like I'm not saying you shouldn't look for the win, but if it's like hard to spot, like don't stress. You know, you'll stumble over it in the next, you know.
Also, like Kitsune, you hand out 2 curses every turn, so that helps.
Yeah, exactly. You're going to be naturally lower.
Yeah, what Nemen says
anyway, so you'll get there.
The
real question is like, is there anything JNails can do?
I mean, find your draw cards for one, but I guess you had a massive dud.
What draw cards?
Well, the ones that you had in your dud, the smithies.
I don't think JNails. Oh, JNails has 1 smithy. That's right. Okay. It seems a little light, but all right. It's also weird because it pushes piles.
It does.
I hadn't even registered that. That's a good point. I mean, to be fair, JNails deck control is poor enough that you might argue that you shouldn't buy gold there, but it is.
It is very likely that.
It's like, no, I can't buy gold.
His brand prevented him.
Yeah.
I mean, he's not technically averse to gold. He's just averse to buying gold.
Yeah. He was happy to reap however many times last game.
Yeah.
Or
the first game
before. First game.
All right. Does Fircoal have it this turn?
If they did, it surely would have involved taking silvers with Kitsune.
True.
Although even then, I think not. I don't think the curses would have been emptyable. Oh, okay. We're just getting a bunch of Faithful Hounds. So I guess Fircoal is just trying to say, like, okay, I'm just going to end this game next turn.
Is that not what you would do?
I guess you buy enough Faithful Hounds, and then I start to worry that, like, I'm just going to dud because I have a million Faithful Hounds and nothing else, like maybe this turn, for example. But on the other hand, it's a big enough lead that, like, maybe you don't care. It does give you Triumphal Arch points, too.
It's true. Okay. What are we going to see here? Herbalist, Faithful Hound, Estate, Slay. What's it gonna be? Notably didn't give out a curse. Presumably because he didn't want to lower that pile.
Right. Seems a safe assumption. JNails can at least get a province here. Can't do the mirror thing, though. Oh.
I mean...
Well, you can do mirror that way. Like, fair enough. Is there actually a reason to discard double Faithful Hound there over Faithful Hound Province? Like, if you're trying to end the game this turn, having the extra Faithful Hound in your hand now seems better than having it next turn when next turn doesn't exist.
All right. Looks like Fircoal gets a win. Points on the board.
Weren't we supposed to do silver curse so that we could gain a faithful hound? Not that it probably matters.
I don't think it matters. We can do
I
it
guess
here.
we can do it with this one, yeah. Nope.
Well,
I mean,
it still
I'm
doesn't
pretty sure
matter.
Fircoal has enough to
Yeah.
mirror faithful hound.
It still matters. Little, yeah. Yeah, why not charge some golds?
That would be stylish.
That's
a
so
lot
many
of
mirrors.
mirroring.
Just wanted to make sure to gain
Yeah.
these 2 cards. All right.
Cards.
All right. Fircoal takes their first win and is now only half a win away from their very first championship title.
Yeah. JNails is going to need a clean sweep in the last 3 games to be able to snatch it away.
Going into game 4, Fircoal is first player and needs a little break. Okay, so when I was very new to Discord when I joined the league, I also, because I didn't know what the voice channels were about, so there was a game I don't even remember who was playing, and I joined the voice channel, and then I was not muted, and then the person doing commentary, I don't even remember, it was like if they were playing or if they were doing commentary for another person's match, but they were like, oh, someone is unmuted, and they pronounced my name, and I was super panicked because I didn't know what to do, so I closed Discord. I was like, oh, no, go away, go away. And then I opened it again. I was still in the channel, obviously. I was like, oh. Yeah, and it took forever, what felt like forever, for me to understand how to exit the voice channel. And then I don't really know, I guess, at a later point, I saw how to mute myself and stuff. But that was, and it was probably just, I don't know, less than a minute, but it felt like forever.
Yeah. Well, this is why whenever I do commentary, I just turn off my desktop audio, so I can't, even if somebody is talking, I won't hear them, which is why one time somebody I was playing against joined the commentary that I was doing and was apparently responding to me and thought that I was having a conversation with them. I don't remember how it was figured out that this was happening, but maybe they actually posted a comment in the chat, in the game chat, that was like, because they like, at some point it's like, becomes clear that I'm not like interacting with them, right? I'm just, you know, but yeah, that was that was very funny.
Oh, I don't know if
and it was the same thing where they didn't realize the nature of how this works. It wasn't like malicious or something. They weren't trying to be sneaky.
Yeah, sneaky. It's 2-1 for JNails, Folibor. Yeah. I mean, I have done. Oop. Okay.
Here we go. Game 4.
No more anecdotes. No one wants to hear from our fun Dominion Discord adventures. All right.
So, what are you thinking about here?
What am I thinking about? Well, I feel like the draw is kind of precarious with, I guess, like horses. An archive. Well, I want catapults. Want universities. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not very. I don't know. There's a lot of horses on this board, and there's also a lot of ships. I would say all the invasion ships probably make up for the horses. So these are.
Do we count the individual number of them, or do we count
we do
the number of cards?
All the ships.
Because there's sure a lot more cards with horses on them here.
But there's more ships in total. Anyway, what are your thoughts?
Well, first of all, I do not agree that there is no draw on this board, because archive exists. Horse
is an archive, but
Anyway, but it does look unpleasant because you're gonna get Catapult attacked and Barbarian attacked, potentially at least, and it looks unpleasant.
Yeah.
Invasion to play your attacks non-terminally could be relevant. Amazing.
Mm-hmm. I mean, on paper, you have everything that you need.
Yeah.
But it's, I don't know.
It's going to be rough.
It will be rough. Yes. So, on 4-3, well, I go Potion Catapult, I guess.
Yeah. I agree with Potion Catapult. I mean, you could consider getting a cage, but I don't know. I'm not excited about cage, especially with catapult. It's like you potentially only get to cage 2 cards. Blech.
Jin is taking a long hard think here because he needs to win the next 3 games.
I'm assuming he's debating whether he wants Potion or not in the opening. I'm not sure what you would do otherwise. I mean, I guess you could open Double Catapult.
Double Catapult, okay.
Yeah, or Ironworks? I don't think I want Ironworks though.
You are my squire, my 2+ buyer. I wish I remembered more of the lyrics.
Well, Johns is in the chat. Maybe he can tell you. Something about silvers for me to play, I think, is the last line of that little bit. But I don't really know what the intervening line is.
Is that somewhere? Are the lyrics somewhere on Discord?
Maybe.
What do I even look for? Squire song? Is that John said you
search for "You Are My Squire"? All right, so JNails actually does go for cage, to my surprise. Cage Catapult. Fircoal picks up one on turn 3.
Oh wow, that was so long ago.
JNails, fortunate in that Fircoal did not hit his cage hand with Catapult. Oh, except JNails bottom decked the cage, so. But Fircoal. Oh, yeah. Fircoal didn't see Catapult again, so JNails cage will not be uber sad. Still kind of sad though. Still kind of sad. More than kind of, actually, I would say. Yeah.
Okay, I'm back from my research. What happened?
Yeah, what happened is the cage was bad.
Oh.
In the way that I expected. JNails only set aside 2 coppers.
Aww.
I don't know that we can assume that JNails is skipping university. You could still pick up a potion here, but. Well, I say here, not necessarily this turn. Oh my gosh, doesn't play horse and takes another cage. Wow. That is pretty wild. What are we even doing with this cage? Because this deck is already.
We're putting the overgrown estate away.
I guess Are we not maybe trashing the overgrown estate to draw a card? I don't know.
What is that last card? Is it a hovel?
I mean, JNails hasn't trashed hovel, so I guess it is. Yeah, and didn't set it aside. Nobody's trashed a hovel. This is weird.
Someone
I
has
don't
a
understand.
hovel in hand. Tell me why it ain't nothing but a hot take. Tell me why ain't nothing but a mistake. Tell me why I'll never draw my deck this way. What else can I say? There you go. Okay.
Sometimes Squire helps you draw your deck.
Props go to Johns.
Not on this, but sometimes. Yeah, I don't think I want Cage here at all. I super did not want a second Cage. I'm very confused by this line. So now we can Cage. I guess you can go ahead and Cage Necro Hovel. Maybe you also Cage a Copper if you want to just buy a silver. I don't know if that's what you want to do. Like, do you want to get a university? I would think so. Bonfire Squire's chance. That's not allowed. Yeah, no,
it's a very old song.
It's the same old song, but with a different meaning since that rule's been gone. Yeah, I agree, NPMT. I don't know what else you're doing other than buying potion here. And I mean, you will have a deck of exactly 5 cards, so you will be able to find it. If JNails were to get hit by Catapult, though, I guess he would have to just discard his Catapult.
Did Fircoal open potion?
Yeah.
Okay.
Silver and Treasure Trove next turn? I mean, for one thing. Oh, no. Okay, no, that you could do that. I just...
You just don't like it.
Well, if you're going to do that, surely you want to get universities so you can get archives. Going for universities doesn't do a lot when you're so thin. What are you talking about? It gains you archives. I want archives. Well, imagine if JNails
going to Barbarian
gets hit with Catapult now, right? Okay, he can't, but if he didn't know that.
It's true.
The archives would have something to draw if you bought Treasure Trove, was my point. Like you start gaining archives and then Treasure Trove gives you the gold, so now you have something for the archives to do. But Scepter. What?
We'll see the vision. It will come together. I believe in JNails.
I don't know. I mean, you can trash twice this turn with Catapult. That's nice. Yeah. Now what?
Now what?
Like.
Now we gain a treasure trove.
I don't know. This, like, the treasure trove, then buy archives. You can get archives faster if you have a university in your deck.
There we go.
This is just to be able to play more barbarians? Yeah, this is all very surprising and confusing to me.
Well, we'll see. Fircoal now needs some payload.
Oh, nice.
Mm-hmm.
Overgrown estate trash to draw the Barbarian.
Mm-hmm. Treasure trove?
Ah. Well, but first of all, you can't gain treasure trove off of university.
Oh, that's true. But you could buy one. Ooh, rough. Oh my god, Ruffsky.
Fircoal still has a university.
Yeah, but it's painful. Painful nonetheless.
Honestly, I still think like that wasn't great for Fircoal, but I don't really think it's actually that big of a deal.
You just get another university here. Oopsie.
Yeah, you can get another university here, and
now JNails has to regain the Barbarian.
mm-hmm. Oh, well, now JNails has nothing to hit, so there's that.
Oh, that's true. That's pretty funny.
Although you can catapult attack him first, and then he has to discard a card, and then you can you can hit it with Barbarian.
Nice. But
Although
in order to do that, you need
Fircoal
a
needs to find
treasure.
a treasure, yes.
You probably don't want a treasure potion, so you might have to pick up a silver here because you don't have.
Fine. You give JNails a curse too.
Although, but then you might hit the
curse with the Barbarian. Yeah, no, it's true. Trashing potion is probably fine.
Potion is not available right now. I
True,
don't think.
But it would have been. Could have been, would have been.
Could have been, should have been, would have been.
If I didn't get the message going to my head.
Sure.
I'm a little surprised Fircoal didn't go for that, though, actually. Like, you could have played University first, and then Squire for silver, and pick it up with Slay. Oh, you just get a curse with Barbarian if there's no card revealed? Oh, if it costs 3 or more. I guess I didn't realize that. Yeah. Yeah, like it doesn't cost 3 or more because it doesn't exist, so therefore otherwise you gain a curse. Fascinating.
Do you play that Squire?
Why? You?
I mean, it's not doing anything.
Sure, I guess if you, yeah.
It's just to indulge me.
Wonder if anybody's going to be able to buy Invasion this game.
Yeah.
Invasion lets you play more Barbarians.
True.
Also, you know, loot might be good.
Oh, I forgot about that archive. What else was in there?
Oh yeah, Squire does work.
Oh, hello.
Squire doing work.
Why, yes! We're almost at invasion.
Yeah, what an ugly board.
Indeed.
That would, I do not think that would make this worse.
That one made it go pretty quickly, though. Yes, you did. What else is set aside in the archive? No, I meant for JNails.
Copper.
Oh, okay. And JNails has one catapult. And Fircoal does not have treasures. Oh well, has a potion, but that's still back in the archive.
There's potential though here to pick up a silver.
Cool.
Yeah, I was wondering when that was going to happen. Squire into Barbarian.
To pick up the scepter?
Take curse just to trash both of the curses. Reasonable. But the Squire. What the fuck? And instead, we've catapulted the catapult. Makes even less sense logistically. Scepter into cage? Really?
But why?
Yeah, I don't understand that. Wouldn't you rather just have a silver? We're almost out of curses here, so things are gonna get a little bit better. Potentially.
Attack or trash curse?
Oh gosh. I don't know, it's all kind of... Oh, attack! There we go. Alright. Last curse is gone. And that is 3 out of 4 universities in the
for Fircoal, yeah. Fircoal with 1 university left.
Does still have a potion though.
It's true.
So they want more universities. Have that option.
Okay, drew deck here.
Yeah. Also gain something and then draw it with archive or slay if you want. I mean, I wouldn't mind just grabbing the last archive, but grabbing another barbarian could also make sense. Oh, Squire. Not what I was expecting. Squire to gain silver? No?
It's for the actions.
Oh. Yeah, okay, that's fair. Scepter the catapult so that you can trash both curse and potion to attack, maybe?
Do we not want another university here?
Although, maybe you just want to hit invasion, actually.
But, oh.
How? I think it would have had to involve... I think there was a point where it was possible, but maybe not.
Trashing curses for opponent now. There goes the potion.
JNails with no catapult to knock down this big hand from Fircoal.
Well, can play another barbarian. Ooh,
Horse to Squire.
Horse to Squire.
Coming down to it.
Well, now it's a win, surely.
Yeah, I guess to put the Squire in hand for the plus buy. Yeah, you can Scepter the University. Oh, and JNails
well, now it's super a win.
The Surrender Archive purchase.
Yeah. I'm not gonna say anything, but it's there. It's right there. I guess I did say something.
I think Fircoal is aware that the win is in hand.
I know, that's a problem. All right, Fircoal.
But see, we didn't even need that province.
That's the first Dominion League championship for Fircoal. Congratulations.
And only in their, like, how many seasons have they been in A? Not
third or fourth.
That many.
Yeah, fourth or fifth or something, but less than a year. So very cool.
Well, I think they had a trip to like an earlier trip to A, right? It's like this is the second like stint in A, I think.
That is quite possible. All right, so we get 2 more games for the fun of it.
Yep.
Labyrinth, Toil. All right. Highway, Preserve Plus Buy, Herb Gatherer, Expand. Expand Trail.
Yep. Yeah, Expand Trail. That
Whee!
Does look kind of nice. Get all them 5s.
Trail, I don't know if I've ever told anyone, but I really like Trail, the card. It might be my favorite Dominion card.
I don't think you did.
I don't like to talk about it much. I don't like to bring it up. But yes, Trail.
You seek the trail?
Okay, so is this a board where you would invest in Alchemist? Or do you just ignore it because you have Litter and Highway and stuff?
Yeah. Yeah, it's slow here and the plus buy is weak. You do need an Herb Gatherer, but I think I am opening Herb Gatherer. Yeah, Silver Herb Gatherer. I'm not happy about it, but I think that's what I would do.
Mm-hmm.
It's just having at least 1 plus buy here seems like a thing you don't want to get locked out of. And then in the opening, it's fine enough. It can't even be really good if you're lucky, right? If you like see it turn 3, flip your deck over, play your silver, buy an old witch, something along those lines.
So are those horses on the highway, or are they oxen?
Or mules.
Or mules.
I think they're
it's a horse. Looks like a horse.
Looks horse-like.
All right, more horses than ships. Can I just say the contrast on Litter should be higher? It kind of looks like a blob to me. If you have it like smaller.
I in general the style of that art, like there's a bunch of different cards in Rising Sun with that art, and I think none of them look very good. Mm-hmm. Is it like Biding Time and
Rusty Village?
Rusty Village, yeah. Okay.
Anyway, JNails goes with the Herb Gatherer. Potion.
NPMT. The question
Both
to me is:
Potion.
Do you want Bard at all? I don't think I want Bard. Anyway, so yeah, they do both go Potion, which is, I mean, Herb Gatherer Potion, like it can work out, but like as you can see there for Fircoal, it sure didn't. So like that's the problem with that line. Mm-hmm. But wow, is it working out for JNails? Holy moly! Yeah. Turn 5 and JNails has 3 alchemists.
Yeah.
And also getting to top deck alchemist as well. Mm-hmm. This is JNails needed to do this last game so that he could still be in the running for the championship.
Yeah.
No,
would you
not
never get an
Acolyte? No. I don't. I don't care about Acolyte at all.
You want to talk about it as a person?
I mean, like, what is it going to do? Like, you gain golds. Like, I don't care about having gold.
Your victory cards, and then you can expand them into other stuff.
I can just. I mean, I do want an expand, sure, but like.
You're such a hater.
I'll expand the estates, like, rather than fighting them into golds. That's what I.
No. Then you expand the gold into a platinum. Yes.
Okay.
Also, you get labyrinth points.
Apparently, we're not going for Old Witch.
Not yet. Could get one here.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I meant JNails.
A sorceress. Could get 2 sorceresses.
You could do that, yeah. Or you could just get a litter. Immediately turning the Acolyte into Sorceress would have been cool by me.
Oh, yeah, we got another rotating split pile. Huh.
Yeah. What an amazing Acolyte. Yeah,
yes.
Right? Such a valuable card. I mean, you still want like
you can gain so many golds off of toils.
You still want litter here, even with Alchemist, because you want the plus actions. I mean, you don't need a ton of plus actions here, but you want at least a little bit. I would like a trail here.
What are we thinking about? Oh, okay.
Blacksmith. Interesting.
Yay! Okay,
what does Blacksmith do
rooting
here?
for Fircoal here.
I don't understand the Blacksmith. I don't know what it does. We're gonna toil the Herb Gatherer. Okay, yeah, nice. Net 1 coin. Discard. I guess you actually don't discard much though. Whoa. Okay. I guess that was a fine undo. These blacksmiths aren't doing anything though. Like, I mean, they might eventually do something, but it does feel like, I don't know.
Oh, here you go.
Yeah, it is a pretty good card, Aku. I mean, at some point, I want an expand.
Not at this point.
I guess not.
Gain a highway.
Or sorceress? But yeah, highway would be pretty nice. That'd make it easier to get the expand. You do have plus buy in your deck. Yeah, I like highway. Litter, well, you do have terminals, but it gives you a little bit of extra draw, but you already have a lot of draw. I don't know. I think I like the highway better than the litter there.
I guess Old Witch is nice here when your opponent has 5 or more alchemists and is able to top tick them every turn.
I mean, I don't think, like, the curses aren't going to, like, destroy you, but they are annoying. Like, they can stop you from drawing as much of the good cards in your deck. Expand curses to trails. How do you do that? Exactly?
If you have a highway.
Oh, sure. Okay. He wants an expand, huh?
Not yet. And JNails is gonna pick one up here.
Literally, the town crier and blacksmith have been nothing except vanilla cantrips this entire time. I find it very confusing. Yeah, I don't really care about labyrinth points very much here, but sure, I guess. I do agree that at this point, like, you've already trashed all three of your estates. Like, yeah, I would like to turn that acolyte into a Sybil. That seems like a more useful card to have in your deck. Yeah, no, I don't think there's anything wrong with taking the Freetown card. It was more the blacksmith thing where it seemed like effort was being put into taking blacksmiths when not doing it. But we'll see what JNails does here.
Yeah. Yeah, he did.
Yeah. I mean, I guess I was thinking about taking something other than the alchemist at the point at which I had 6 alchemists already.
There we go. Hello. Highway, 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 highway.
Yeah,
Highway?
I agree with highway. Highway to turn curse to trail, also coppers, you know? Like, makes trashing coppers easier. Makes your plus buy go farther, like if you want to get another expand or something. Oh, just get another litter.
I don't understand Aqua's implication here.
Well,
Doesn't compute.
yeah. I mean, if you once you have the trails in your deck, you can play with a bunch of expansions. You can expand the trails. Good stuff.
Yeesh. Where are those expands? That's just one.
Oh man. Imagine the sorceress value with this Sybil.
Gain silver, play silver?
You want a silver?
Probably not.
I want highway another expand.
No, I mean off the town card.
Right, I know, but I don't think I need silver to be able to do that, so. I mean, like, you could go like double expand and then figure you can gain the highways mid-turn or whatever, but that seems like annoying, like actively annoying to actually manage, so I want the highway now.
I really want that trail.
Maybe this trail will be turned into a gold, except also stay a trail.
I don't think the expand is in a discard for.
I was talking about the acolyte.
Oh. Maybe.
Or just play the acolyte and don't trash anything, but then turn it into a Sybil. But trashing the trail means you get to play it non-terminally.
Now you have to try.
Oh, and then you find the estate. Rip. So will Fircoal take a highway?
Should probably.
Or just another expand. I think that's a reasonable choice.
Well, highway, whale, live happily ever.
First just got bottom decked.
But why?
I don't know. What bottom decked copper? Isn't Scepter useful here? Yeah, it actually could be. Could be. Not only can you use it to play like more expands or more highways or something, you can also use it to play Herb Gatherer again to get more buys. Could be pretty relevant if you get a bunch of highways. Not that anybody has so far, but could still happen.
We're on our way. We're trying. Do bottom deck the curse.
Well, yeah, it was bottom decked by Sybil.
But why?
So can we expand into something? Yeah, you could trash Copper to Trail to draw the curse, but I'm wondering about. You also have the Town Crier. I'm wondering about expand, like gold to expand, and then do expand.
Copper into trail.
Copper to Trail,
with Town
or I mean, you could do it in the other
Crier,
order. It doesn't really
curse.
matter, but like. Here, expand gold to expand, and then draw at the expand. Third expand isn't needed. Well, sure, you could turn it into a scepter instead. That's fine. You have the actions to play it as an actual expand here, which has some. There is some value to that, but. Ditch the potion. Yeah, I like that. Gold to scepter and then play scepter. Yeah, I think that was a better idea.
Okay.
But yeah, I wouldn't ditch a potion. Top decking 7 alchemists is pretty good. It's worth having a potion in your deck for that.
Oh, for sure. Highway expand?
At this point, I do think Scepter might just be better than Expand.
Highway Scepter?
Highway Sybil. Do you need the Sybil at this point?
Maybe you want to expand it into Platinum.
Well, if you want to expand something, you could buy Expand. Like that's. Or maybe I mean, I guess it doesn't matter. Yeah, if your goal was just to expand it to Platinum, I don't know why that would be the goal, but.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah, draw is nice. I just think JNails already has the draw to do the gain and play stuff. Because now that JNails has Trail in the deck, you can do like expand Trail into Highway or whatever, and that's not like it's gonna draw still.
Oh, Fircoal goes for
that is a lot of expands
and no highways in your deck.
Yeah, that is surprising. No highways. Highway seems pretty valuable.
So JNails needs to get these 2 remaining expands.
Yeah.
Which means they have 5 expands. It's not enough.
Oh, true. Fircoal has a points lead right now. Oh, but you can expand the curse out, so it's at least a tie. Is there a way to turn it into a win? Well, wait. If you're expanding into expand again, and then you play like
You're
if you
again
have
short, right?
three,
You
the
have four
three expand
expands left now.
four.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't it three?
If you gain this expand, then you have.
Isn't it three? Didn't JNails start the turn with three expands?
Yeah.
He didn't buy one, right?
No, that's correct.
Okay.
I'm accounting for this last expand.
So, but like, the point is, you empty the expands. You have three expands left. You can expand into trail 3 times, but you don't have
Exactly
a scepter or 3 buys. So yeah,
I think we are short on gains.
yeah. Yeah. Picking up the scepter is nice. You could go ahead and herb gatherer that now, just to make sure you get the card value out of it. Yeah.
Okay, but that's still not enough, right? Because you still need to score.
Yeah. It doesn't change the number of gains. It just it's just nice to get the +1 card off of herb gather that you wouldn't get if you trigger the shuffle. I mean, I guess you could get it by top decking with Sybil, but
Oh, we don't actually have enough actions to play more expand.
you can toil.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah. Oh, 2 highways in play. Cursed Scepter. That's nice. A loopy kind of thing with Blacksmith Scepter. I assume that's because Blacksmith can draw to X, but it's not really looping, right? Because you have to spend 1 gain to gain a gainer, and you spend 1 gain to or 1 scepter to gain a gainer, 1 scepter to play Blacksmith, and you're training. I mean, it's I guess it's loopy in the sense that like it can potentially do a lot of stuff. That was a fast just play all the treasures.
Yeah, didn't we want to expand?
Yeah, I would think at least maybe. I'm also surprised about this trail gain just because like it is lowering piles. I don't know. I want to And also this last scepter isn't actually doing anything here.
Well, not if you don't expand anything.
Well, yeah, I mean, if you play scepter to do something that draws the other scepter, you haven't made progress unless your goal is to empty the trails, but you can't empty the trails, so. Oh, scepter highway, then you've made progress because then everything is cheaper. Yeah, that's a good call.
I feel like JNails went for it when didn't have the gains and there was no way of gaining the gains.
He did pivot early enough to not take the last expand, but yeah, I agree that it seems that way. I mean, if JNails scepters highway twice, then provinces only cost 4, and JNails can double province off of that, which is not bad. Like, I think that's pretty hard for Fircoal to win against. Colony Prov? How are you getting... Or how are you getting a colony and a province, I guess I should say. Oh. Yeah, that's...
Ooh, 3 buys, alright.
I don't know about the buys. What is the buy doing? What are you doing with?
Well, if you highway now, everything is cheaper. So Fircoal has 5 expands, but no highways. 2 trails.
Yeah, Fircoal can potentially gain and play some highways, but it will come very late in the turn, so I don't know if it will do enough. Yeah, Colony Duchy would be a bit better than double province, but either way, I think either of those would be plenty of defense against what Fircoal can do. Oh, interesting. Well, okay. Yeah, it's strictly worse unless somehow you're aiming to pile out in the States, but I don't know why you would be aiming to do that.
I'll be right back.
Fircoal going for it, I guess? I don't understand how this is possibly going to work. Yeah, I'm confused. Colony Duchy. Fircoal does at least take a points lead here, but I don't think it'll be difficult for JNails to get 4 trails in a duchy. Should be pretty straightforward.
What happened?
Fircoal went ahead and emptied expands and took a trail, and then bought Colony Duchy, so it has a 1-point lead, but I think it'll be pretty trivial for JNails to win from this position.
Oh, did they dud or something? Or why?
I wouldn't say
they
dud
just needed the
exactly, but they
points?
didn't draw deck. They only had the 3 alchemists and like had all those extra expands and yeah, so this is surely already well in hand.
No, it's not.
How is it not? You have 2
Oh,
scepters.
now it is with Herb Gather.
Well, with the scepters, that would have been enough to gain
right, yeah.
2 trails and then get something.
Okay. 3-2 for JNails, not that it matters anymore. But...
No. But this maybe is the only match this season that Fircoal hasn't outright won. Oh no, Fircoal lost to Eureka Mome. That's wow.
Yeah, JNails and Eureka Mome were not as far apart, right? Oh, yeah. Well, they were. Well, yeah.
I mean, the thing that's
is this a new server?
I don't know. The thing that's like remarkable there is Fircoal lost to 4-2 to Eureka Mome, and then lost 1 game to 3 other opponents and 1.5 to the other one. So lost a total of 4.5 games to everyone that wasn't Eureka Mome, and then lost 4 games to Eureka Mome. That's pretty crazy.
Do you want to check the other server? Oh, right. Ooh.
All right, here we are.
Here we are. There's a leprechaun that you summoned. It's very naked. And there's trashing in the form of raise, remake, and count. We have a city. We have plus buy. Swap that gets to breaks my brain often. Friends.
Nice having it on. Oh, they didn't. They forgot to put like lists back on the new table. Yeah, so
Mm.
I mean, if you had 5-2 here, I think you'd actually open Count Peasant, right? Because if they collide, you can top deck the Peasant.
Mm-hmm.
But here, I think I would risk the collision and open Remake Peasant. Fircoal choosing not to. It's just that Remake is gonna trash, you know,
Mirror
faster.
plays.
But apparently, our players do not believe in the remake.
They do not.
Yeah, I do think we'll be seeing them try to activate Leprechaun here. Swap Leprechaun is a really nice, has a really nice synergy because
Yeah.
you can like, you can get a Leprechaun into your deck with the right timing pretty consistently.
How old do you think that peasant is?
How old?
Mm-hmm.
Not old. I think it's a young person.
A youngin.
A youngin, yes. Do we need teacher?
Yeah, I agree. It's definitely either of those two ages.
Do we need teacher? My answer to that is no, like 99%
it's just because
of the
you
time.
don't, yeah.
And I'm skeptical that that changes here. What do you need teacher for? You don't need it for draw. You don't need it for plus buy. You don't need it for. Well, I guess you could take it for coins.
Maybe we want it because we believe in the value of a good education system.
Why do you need teacher for draw? Like, you have lost cities, and yeah, you can disciple them, and then you draw more cards. And your opponent draws you cards too, so you really super don't need it for draw. Disciple is just so good, and it takes like you have the turn where you exchange the teacher and you don't have a disciple and you have to play the teacher, and then the next turn maybe you get as much value out of the teacher as you would have out of a disciple.
That's why you have two of everything.
Well, that just means I can have more disciples.
Time for Leprechaun.
No. I don't think you ever buy Leprechaun. Well, maybe you could here. I don't know. I want to swap into Leprechaun. I don't want to buy it, but I guess you could. I don't know, but I'd probably just buy Peasant or something. Oh, he does go for the Leprechaun. Okay.
JNails really loves gold, so it's very important for him to get the gold gainers.
Swap one of your disciples. Sure.
Don't listen to Chad. That's rage baiting.
I mean, to be fair, JNails couldn't afford the swap there, but I don't know. This is
raise.
Pretty awkward hand. Yeah, to start with, raise, and then see what you draw. Oh, okay.
Oh,
it's all fine. It's all fine.
It's all good. Do we get to activate the Leprechaun?
Not without drawing something with raise, which is, yeah, I mean.
raise.
Yeah, but then, like, what are you gonna. I mean.
Draw Lost City.
Yeah, if you do, then it's fine.
Do it.
Disciple if you can, yeah, absolutely. If that works
Hello.
out. Oh.
Here we go.
3, 4,
Beautiful.
5. It works. It works. Amazing.
Beautiful.
That is.
And you disciple the Leprechaun?
Yes, absolutely. Yep. Yeah. Definitely get. I mean, you can wish for the swap. You could also buy a swap here.
Beautiful.
I don't know. I think
It's Prince Money.
Huh?
Prince a soldier.
Prince probably overall makes it harder to activate Leprechaun here too.
Prince Leprechaun.
Yeah, I'm leaning. I'm leaning towards you. You buy Lost City. You wish for swap. But I could. I mean, you could go the other way. Maybe it doesn't matter too much. Prince is a Lost City.
If you Prince a fugitive.
Really? If you Prince a fugitive, printing a fugitive would actually be kind of nice, but it would also mean you're not getting a disciple. So
Your priorities are straight.
disciple is just so good. It's so good. Look at what disciple did this turn. Amazing card.
Beautiful.
Teacher couldn't have done that.
That's true. Teacher could have given you plus buy.
It's 7 princes on the all have leprechauns. All right, we did get a Lost City. I imagine Fircoal just disciples Lost City here.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of weird not to.
Mm-hmm. Can Fircoal activate Leprechaun?
Should be able to,
Okay.
yeah, with the swap.
So brazen to a Leprechaun. Here we go.
Mm-hmm.
Not enough to play, but we get some trust. Nice.
Yep. Take another Lost City.
Or swap.
I think now Lost Cities are low enough, and you know JNails has 2 wishes. You just need to grab the Lost Cities while you can.
Hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, Lost Cities run on JNails' turn. It seems like a pretty safe assumption.
Mm-hmm. Are you holding on to that soldier? You are not.
And then, like, maybe if somebody's got enough peasants up the line, they do consider putting a teacher token on the Lost Cities. I don't know. I doubt it, but...
Oh, can double activate Lep again.
Yep. JNails can get teacher with 2 fugitives. Yeah, that's true. That is true.
That is what we were saying earlier.
Well, but in this case specifically, it's because like you can't turn both fugitives into disciples anyway. So it's almost like you might as well get a teacher, unless you think fugitive is a better card. Yeah, I agree. The teacher is better than fugitive.
Mm-hmm.
So now we wish for another swap. Swap the leprechaun out. I mean, I think monument's a reasonable reasonable pickup here. Why not? Some VP.
Remake. Get rid of coppers.
Printing a monument? No. If you print the monument, first of all, you can't disciple it. And second of all, it makes it harder to activate Leprechaun. Take the last Lost City.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I have to make chat prophecy come true.
Peasant over Lost City. I don't know about that. I mean, if you're saying like wish for peasant and then buy Lost City, like sure, but I wouldn't leave the last city there. The other thing you could do, if you're really worried about dudding or activating your Leprechaun, you could wish for a remake, trash some copper, and then buy Lost City something province. Then you can swap back out of the remake the next turn.
Hmm. Well, definitely is giving it a good long hard think.
Yep. Yes, I have John's approval.
I mean, yeah, I wanted a remake. But it's nice to have John's approval.
It is.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go.
Aw. I have carte blanche.
Oh, I didn't realize that we were in the middle of a swap action. Yeah, that makes the line better than what I thought it was. We can get the double province anyway. I assume JNails did something that he didn't want to with the exchanging here.
NPMT very keen on sending a message.
I think if you really want to send messages, I think you can just use chat.
If you what?
If you really want to send messages, you can just use chat. I don't think you need to do it with your...
But it's more stylish.
I see.
To do it through play.
Oh, I see. JNails didn't end up with the... Like, got blocked on the fugitive to disciple exchange.
Mm.
Makes sense.
Mm-hmm. All right. So what can Fircoal do?
Or... Well, can disciple Leprechaun, for one thing.
So she'll probably try and do that.
Seems worthwhile.
Here we go. Mm-hmm. Wish for a secret passage.
Oh, the secret passage is doing...
Oh, we want to keep drawing, don't we?
I don't think that's going to be an issue, right? You can swap here and... You could also raise the estate.
Raise it with what?
Oh, I was wondering about that, about getting a count. Like, start gaining duchies. Swap the wish. Why would you do that?
Is that possible?
The trash can. I mean, it's almost not ridiculous, right? You discard if you
Discard
had two
two
golds
golds.
instead of 3.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost not ridiculous. Oh, Fircoal also has a has the option to get a teacher, but
did not opt.
Yeah, did not go for it, which makes sense because there's probably not time for the teacher to pay off, and also because they just declined to trash, as the chat is pointing out, and like the fugitive is gonna help with that, and the teacher very much would not, but. So even now...
Can you swap a wish or a horse?
Yeah. Even now, the teacher has a decent chance of just, like, doing essentially nothing here. Like, JNails plays it this turn, and then either Fircoal wins the game, or JNails is probably set up for a win that didn't require a teacher.
Can you swap a black market card?
I think black market has a deck, not a pile, so no.
And I assume you can swap a Divine Wind card from the old kingdom.
Correct. The fact that black market has a deck and not a pile is why, like, experiment doesn't return to the black market deck, for example.
Hello, Alex. The score is 3-2 for JNails, but Fircoal is the new league champion. Sorry, say that again.
The fact that black market has a deck and not a pile is why experiment doesn't return to the black market, for example. It's a pile. No, I'm pretty sure the black market is a deck, not a pile. It is. I guess it is fair to say that it was also. It wouldn't be able to return if the black market was a pile, because it wouldn't be its own pile. But it's also not a pile. This game and the previous one were just for funsies, in fact.
So, just because I know that everyone's dying to hear about this, but there are no ships in this kingdom, there are 2 horses in the form of statues.
Well, thank God you mentioned that, or else everyone might have been dead by the end of this commentary.
I know. I know. I got you. Have you ever seen a statue of a ship? Like a monument of a ship?
In my life? Maybe? I don't know. Who knew Monument has art? I think everyone actually knew that, including you, Salrosa. We didn't disciple Lost City. That seems overly aggressive to me in terms of, like, I want to disciple Lost City, so I draw cards, like, and I think a win is still possible in that context. Failure. Barge. No, Barge doesn't have a horse.
I don't know if there are cards that have both. Invasion, maybe, if the person standing on that... But we just had Invasion. I'm pretty sure it's just the ships, and you don't see horses.
Yeah, I'm with Johns. This turn was being too cute. You just start this turn with Disciple Lost City, and you have more cards.
Oh, you have one more Disciple.
Somebody has 3. I assume it's JNails.
I think JNails has 3.
Yeah, because last turn it was like there was 1 Disciple left. JNails already had 2, but also had 2 fugitives. So, like, turn 1 Disciple into Teacher, and then 2 fugitives into 2 Disciples for a net gain of 1 Disciple. So should have 3. But yeah, this is why.
Yeah, just by the province.
Yeah, for sure. But the fact that you have 3 Disciples also means, like, if you don't pile, like, sorry, not if you don't pile out, but if you were going for the pile out, you can still afford to disciple Velocity because you have plenty of like firepower to lower piles if that's what you want to go for. Yeah, there's no way Fircoal is going to triple.
Yeah, I mean, Fircoal also doesn't have wishes left, right? So there's... Well, okay, could gain and play wishes if they draw a deck, which is unlikely.
Yeah, I think that realistically that's just not happening.
Mm-hmm. So
I still think JNails is still like definitely favored here.
Yeah. Do you swap for Lep? Okay.
I'm actually
the turn is not dead yet? No, it's dead. Okay. Turn is dead!
Like, I mean, it is nice to get the double Leprechaun activation, but it's also like, it's not doing enough for your current turn. I mean, they could have also just trashed with Remake. Like, I don't think the count trash was the way to go.
It would have been fun, though.
It would have been amusing, for sure.
JNails.
Click on Lost City, and then when you don't see...
Oh, it's about the teacher.
Never mind. Right.
Yeah.
Right, okay, yeah.
Come on.
JNails.
Oh. Just to get full value of the disciple.
I mean, it is actually optimal to do that. It almost certainly isn't necessary, but
it's beautiful.
But it is optimal.
It's cute.
Yeah.
It's okay to optimize for cuteness. All right.
Wait.
It's a win. It's okay.
I'm just wondering why we're... Oh, did JNails not have another close by? Yeah,
it's okay. It's fine. We get
I thought maybe JNails was going for the pile out and not the provinces, but looks like he's going for the points.
This is well and proper.
Oh.
Beautiful.
I guess he didn't have the buys to empty duchies anyway, but there was like a almost there line that involved emptying the duchies.
That was a very fun match, I will say. Started off a little rough with a very complicated, very thinky game, but definitely well fought on JNails' part.
Yeah.
And Fircoal pulling off some very nice wins there.
Yeah, I mean,
landing them the championship.
Obviously, like the match was over with 2 games to go, but you know, so you might think that maybe Fircoal didn't give it their all in the last 2 games, but I don't really think that's the case. No. I think JNails, like, and as such, JNails came, you know, about as close as you can, you know, right, from a big deficit. So like that definitely impressive play on.
This is rage baiting. Just because you love this song so much.
It is, yes, musical greatness.
One of your favorite songs of all time, I would say.
Totally. But yeah, JNails played well, made a good run at it. Impressive.
Mao, you really pushed as far. As that would go, yes.
Yeah, so impressive showing by JNails. Like a good run at it.
Yes.
You know, good match overall. Yes. Obviously, congratulations to Fircoal, who had a really impressive season. And like Lemon Spawn said, one of the most dominant in a history. It's not going to look quite that way now once the match gets added into the standings here, but 21.5 wins in A, or like 72%, I guess, because it's, sometimes there's 7 players, but like 72% win rate in A is actually like really strong. Like oftentimes the championship players, have win rates more like what JNails did, where it's like not, there's not such a substantial gap. So.
I don't know. I feel like Eureka had a couple pretty strong seasons, but maybe it is the case that we haven't seen a win rate like that since Cider was.
We could look back a little bit.
That's true.
Let's see. So last season we have somebody with 61%. Season before 68%, which is approaching. That's
very close.
Yeah. Oh, I guess the percentages don't actually get updated with the championship, which makes sense anyway. So that's close, but it is lower.
That's true.
60%. Okay. 65%, 67%.
So never mind what I said.
50%. What? Oh, because Haka's 62 lost in the championship. That is a crazy. That is
yeah.
I'd forgotten about that. The last time we had somebody with a 70% win rate in A.
Maybe it was Cider. Ooh,
Kazumaru in season 55.
Okay, so it's been 2 years
22 seasons ago, yeah.
No, not 22.
12 seasons ago. Sorry,
2 years ago.
12 seasons ago, 2 years ago. That's so like a really impressive showing.
Very good showing
this season. Fircoal's been on a tear. But also a really impressive season from JNails and an impressive showing in the championship. So
and JNails able to substantially improve his first result against Fircoal. Not that it mattered in this context, but I'm sure it felt nice to improve on a 1-5 score. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah. So that was fun. Good match, fun match, well played by both players. Congratulations to Fircoal, and that'll do it for this league season. Although there's probably still tier champs matches going on.
Yes, there are some finals left, and also I think in C champs, I don't think in C champs anything has happened yet, which is we're waiting on the semifinal.
So check those out if you're interested, and otherwise, it'll be a couple more weeks, and then we'll have season 68.
Wow,
that's a lot of seasons.
So many seasons. Amazing.
All right. In the meantime, thanks everyone for watching. Thank you, as always, to my amazing co-host.
That's me. Thank you as well, and I guess we will catch you all. Probably one of the next weekends, whoever is going to play Zen, presumably other people in A.
Oh, you mean like the first A match of the next season?
Well, probably not next weekend necessarily.
No, not by next weekend. I think we probably won't have
our sweet spot for commentary.
Yeah, we probably won't have anything open until.
Oh wait, the season starts on the 10th, right?
The season
doesn't start next Monday.
Is it the 10th? It can't be the 10th, right? Today's the 1st. It might be like the.
Well, it is the 10th, on Monday, right? It starts Mondays.
I thought it started the 17th, but.
No, I had to sign up for now. This is all very relevant to everyone still listening.
Wait, have we been on? Have we already had 2 breaks of 2 weeks of the break?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I lost track of time. Right. So yeah. All right. Wow. That'll be happening soon.
Yeah. I
know what's going on. I'm a league mod.
Signed back up for league, so I'll be playing some matches again.
Yeah.
It's gonna be scary. Very frightening.
Thunderbolts and lightning.
Yes.
Very, very frightening.
Yes. Anyway, we will catch you on the flip side.
That's right.
Goodbye.
Bye.